Hello everyone, welcome back to IndianCoding.com. Today we are going to study about validate email and URL. So we have already studied about how to submit all the details and where these details will go. It will provide you some particular page and the detail will be sent to that. And once you'll save that program, if you'll submit those details, your input will be provided. So now we will study about how to validate a name, email or a URL. So in case of the validating name, what is going to happen? The code will show you a simple way to check if the name field only contains the letter, dash, or any white space or anything. So if the value of the name field is not valid, the store an error message. So once you'll save any name over there, if there is not a letter, dash, or white space over there, so it will show you an error. Okay. So in that case, I have already mentioned one name here. So in that case, I have mentioned all the details. If server requested method post and the empty of post name. So I have to mention the details here. Fine. So all the details are already mentioned. You can read this detail. So let me comment out one thing. Then you will able to understand how to create this. So here I am going to provide the validation for all. I have already provided the name. I have already provided the name validation and the email validation. So in that case, I am going to write if these things you have provided is not going to match with the things you've saved, then the error will be there. Okay. So in that case, what is going to happen? I am going to write few codes and then you will be able to understand how to provide a new URL for that. Okay. So here I am going to write that what is the regular expression for the URL? If the URL address syntax is not valid, then store an error message. If you are providing any URL message over there that this particular URL to be sent, so if that is not going to send, then you will get an error message over there. So for that, if that particular email or name or URL is not going to save over there, then you will get an error message because it should be matched, right? Otherwise, what you have provided and what you have already provided in the input and whatever you are writing now is not going to match, then there is no use. So it will not able to match those particular details and log in, or like it will not help you to log into that particular data. Fine. So only once you are having an error in the name, then it will provide you only letters and white spaces are allowed. So I am just commenting out all these things so you will be able to understand how to do this. Okay. So I have written for the name. I also need to write it for the email also, all the details, so that if you are going to write an wrong email or name, then it will automatically tell you that this message is not correct. You have to write it in particular form. So I have mentioned here filter validate email. Okay. Then email is required and the email error is there, then we will write please enter correct email. Okay. So I told you these things will be shown. Okay, let me run for this code. If you're not going to mention, then it will automatically show you required field. Fine. test@mail.com. And let me choose anything. So on screen you can see that please enter correct email. So you have to write it in some format, then only these things will be provided. It will automatically show you what is error over there. So you have forget the @form. That is why it is showing please enter correct email. Then only it will be visible to you. So that is how you should write it. So you will be able to understand how to do it. So you have to understand every single thing. Like first it will provide you input, you have to create the name, email. After creating a name, mail, as you can see, for wrong name also they are going to write that only letters and white spaces are allowed, otherwise it won't allow anything. If I'm going to provide the correct thing, it will automatically show you that there is no correction to do, no errors are available, so it will provide you the right things. So that is how you need to create in the PHP form. Once you have to try this all these things, then you will be able to understand how to do this. It is one of the easiest way. So it is just looking like very lengthy portion, but once you'll try this data at your place, then you will be able to understand that. Once you need to understand all the details, that's all, then you will be able to done it very easily. So name I have provided here, then so like that you can provide as many details as you want to. That's all for today's class. Tomorrow we'll study about more features related to PHP. Thank you so much.